Pa 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 Good evening. My name is... What's my name again? What was my name last night? Corky. My name is Corky. I am the recession CBS puppet. I'm sorry, we spent all of our money on CSI Miami. You know, sexy actors solving impossible crimes using their boobies. So all that was left for the Scottish Conan guy was me. A puppet. Not even a puppet. Thank you! Okay, so what's going on in the news? How about that octoplet's mom, huh? You know, I've got a feeling before the week is out I might be yodeling. We'll be back in a minute.
It's hard to stay up, it's been a long, long day, and you've got the Sandman at your door. But hang on, leave the TV on, and let's do it anyway. It's okay, tomorrow's just your future yesterday.
Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Ferguson.
Hey! Thank you. Welcome to Los Angeles, California. Welcome to the Late Late Show. I am your host, TV's Craig Ferguson. Please, now, relax. All right, thank you. That's enough. That's enough. Listen, no, please don't be over-enthusiastic or the folks at home will think it's a setup. I nearly never came out tonight. I'm feeling a little shy. The music started, but I wasn't here. It's like Groundhog Day. It's a great day for America, everybody. A very tough day for the president, though. Another cabinet pick has withdrawn his name from contention. Obama's nominees are dropping faster than babies out of that octuplet mother. They are. Do you know that people are saying about the octuplet mother that, you know, that she's imitating Angelina Jolie? I'm like, where? Where's... At what point? I do not see the resemblance. Show me. Angelina Jolie takes kids out of poverty. She doesn't put them into it. Where is it? Take that, recovering mother. I'm sorry. Did you hear about the American Idol contestant that was disqualified today? Yeah, no, producers kicked her out when she tested positive for dignity. So right there. And of course, also tonight, I just watched it because this show is live, the season premiere of Survivor. It was great, wasn't it? This year's contestants are America's banks. Only one will survive. Today, of course, Abraham Lincoln's birthday today. Happy birthday, Abraham Lincoln. To honour the occasion, the US Mint is releasing a new penny that shows Abraham Lincoln's house, which is appropriate because that's how much a house is worth these days. About a penny. Take that, houses. Now, I tell you what it is a bad day for. It's a bad day for the satellite radio. You know, the Sirius XM radio. They're filing for bankruptcy, which is terrible. Because I love the satellite radio. If you've never heard the satellite radio, you usually get it in the rental cars. But I have one in my home. Because I live in a rental car. The guy who's renting it doesn't seem to mind, and I'm quite happy there. We get along. And the best thing about the satellite radio is it's got hundreds of stations. And there's something for everyone. You get rock, the techno, the lesbian poetry, the techno lesbian poetry. They've got 4 all Elvis stations. 4! 1 for thin Elvis, 3 for fat Elvis. 4 of them! They have a channel. It's fantastic. It's called Chill, Channel 35, Chill. It's basically for music for people who are coming down off of ecstasy. It is. It's like, you're coming off ecstasy. They have a station for Broadway show tunes, which is very dangerous for me to listen to, especially when I'm driving. Because I cannot resist jazz hands, which is dangerous. I'm like, clang, clang, clang with the trolley. Very dangerous. They've got shows on the satellite radio. People have got shows on that radio have no business being on the radio. Like Bob Dylan hosts a show. Now, Bob Dylan's a great American poet and singer. Let's be honest. Who wants to hear Bob Dylan talk? You can't understand a damn word he's saying. Like, he sounds like a dentist drill. And there's Maxim magazine has a channel which is just guys talking about girls in bikinis. It's not that good. It's really good. Hey, dude, I saw a girl on the beach. Was she hot? Yeah, she was smoking hot. Sports are great. Yeah, they're awesome. Dude, take your pants off. Okay. I added the last bit. You know that... I listen to mostly on the satellite radio, and this is why I love it, is it's got the classical radio from the 1930s, you know, the dramas and stuff. My favourite is The Shadow, the man who solves crimes with the power of an invisibility cloak. Which is not that impressive a trick on radio, I suppose. I'll just put on my invisibility cloak. Now I'm wearing it. They won't know where I am. They actually made a movie a few years back. You remember? It was The Shadow. It was based on the radio thing. It starred Alec Baldwin. It was a while back, though. It was back when it was easy to make a cloak for Alec Baldwin, right? Come on. We're gonna need a bigger cloak. No, the old-timey radio shows are fantastic, though, the dramas, because everyone says what they're going to do before they do it. So, I'm going to walk over there and open that door. Clumpy, clump, 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 clump. And what they would do is they banged coconut shells together to make the sound of a horse, even if a horse wasn't involved. Here we are in outer space. Clippity-clop, clippity-clop. What's going on? You know what I like listening to as well? The Sherlock Holmes episodes. They're fantastic. I always remember Sherlock Holmes is meant to be a kind of a genius, but when you listen to the episodes of these old radio shows, you realise he just points out the obvious. You know, when he says, it's elementary, dear Watson, it really is elementary. He just says things to people. I deduce that you are a soldier. Well, what gave me away? Well, you're wearing a uniform, man. And you're marching up and down. And it's not gay pride. And trust me, I know when it is. And I get the feeling... I get the feeling that Watson, Holmes' assistant, was drunk all the time as well. Because you listen to him, Holmes is all good. I'm just going over here to solve a crime. And Watson's all like, oh, all right, Holmes. Hey, there's a horse approaching Holmes. He's, looks like he's got coconuts attached to his feet. Clippity-clop, clippity-clop. Why is there a horse in outer space? We're not in outer space. Well, why is the horse here? Shut up, Watson, you're drunk again. Do you know who would have done very well in the old-timey radio is that guy that used to be in the Police Academy movies. You know, the wacky sound effect. Michael Winslow. You know the one I'm talking about. I did a movie with him once. Yes, I did. Oh, no, I'm lying. Can you prove it? Yes, I can prove it. The movie exists. It's called, what is it called? Lenny the Wonder Dog, yeah. It's one of my favourite movies I was ever in. It's the worst damn movie I've ever seen. And I'm in it. Anyway. Sorry, everybody who worked so hard in that movie. But the, oh, God, I feel terrible. Anyway. Who was in the movie was the guy that, Michael Winslow. He was in it. He's a nice guy, and he's fun to hang around with for about 5 minutes. Because, well, what happens is he's like, oh, Craig, look, there's a helicopter. You're like, all right, I'll cut it out. I'm trying to pee. Can you make the sound of a waterfall? Can you do that? All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Oh, look what's arrived on my desk. Some unexpected emails. Do we have time for an email tonight?
Yes, it's email time. Supermodel London, Paris, Tokyo time. And little white lines of email tonight.
Email! All righty. Email. All right, this is from Tyson in Waretown, New Jersey. Tyson says, Dear Craig, do you think time felt differently to people before clocks were invented? Is that the doorbell? The doorbell's for sketches. We don't have the doorbell in email. Holy mackerel! Stephen, right, good Lord, how are you? Hi. Good to see you. Stephen, I'm just doing the emails. Why are you here?
Because I thought tonight I was on the show.
No, you're not on tonight.
Is it today the 15th?
No, today's the 12th, yeah.
That's what I meant.
Well, it's obviously, we use
to...
a different system. You don't care what the number of the day is, and we care very deeply. Look,
I wouldn't want to just, show up if I wasn't supposed to be on, but apparently that seems like that's what's happening. A lot of things happen that you don't plan.
Yeah, I know.
That thing about the clock, it's true.
Really? Why?
Time felt different with before clocks. Do you know how many minutes clocks have been around?
Just go on to another email. You want to help me with the email? All right, that's too difficult for you. That's too sexy. All right, here's one. This is from Chuck in Harrison, in Arkansas. You remember Chuck?
I know him.
All right. Chuck says, hey, Craig, what do you think about adding a new segment to your show where each night you send a question to me in Arkansas and I give you my feedback? What do you think?
He's a heavy drinker, that guy.
He is very... He's really not meant to be here tonight.
The reason I'm wearing this hat...
Oh, yeah, why are you wearing the hat, Stephen?
Because a lot of the televisions that this will be on are in very cold weather. You're covering like Miami and Arizona and stuff, and I'm covering the Northeast and Canada.
Who's doing Hawaii?
I don't know what the tie is a little bit. I don't understand.
The tie is actually covering 17th century French homosexual nightclubs. Do you think? Aha! I said, the Queen is one of my best friends.
I thought that didn't look familiar.
Au contraire, I'm sure you've been in a homosexual nightclub, but no, never mind. All right, here's an interesting email. It's from Naomi in Cooper Center in Alaska. You remember Naomi?
Good girl.
Yeah, she is. She'll keep you warm, Naomi. You don't need a hat when you're around Naomi. That's what they say.
That's what they say on the streets. What does that even mean?
I have no idea what that even means. You know what it's like? It's like when they say on the streets, it's like in movies when they say, we're looking through the looking glass here, people. And I'm like, I don't understand. What do you mean?
I agree.
Okay, thanks. Naomi says, Dear Craig, do you think satellite radio is going bankrupt? Oh, well, this is timely, isn't it? I think satellite radio is going bankrupt because a Russian and an American satellite collided this week. I didn't even know that had happened. Did you know anything about that?
I heard it.
You did? What did it sound like?
A very light sleeper.
Right?
And I just snapped up and I was like, that happened at 83,000 feet.
Yeah.
Which is the curvature of the atmosphere of the Earth is at 83,000 feet. If you were at 80,000 feet, like if you were on the Concorde,
right,
and you looked out the window up, you would see blackness because you're seeing into outer space. If you looked down, you'd see blue. Or you could read a magazine.
They thought of it all back then, didn't they?
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, I'm sorry you interrupted. I tried to do the emails and I can't do them. And now I have to. You're not on the show tonight, Stephen. All right, Stephen Wright, everybody. We'll be right back. All right, calm down. It was only a commercial break. It wasn't that exciting. Except for the products advertised, which rocked my world. They were so good. Oh, boy, I wish I had me one of each of those. That's right, applaud the fact I'm a hooker. I'm the CBS whore. Am I? Yeah, why not? My next guest is one of the funniest comedians in the world. So nothing to live up to, then. He's at the Wilshire Theatre in Los Angeles on February the 14th. Please welcome my friend Lewis Black, everybody. Hello, my dear. How very nice to see you. I said you were the funniest comedian in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I think that's good when comedians get that kind of introduction. They like that, don't they?
Yeah, it's good. It sets me up for failure.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
And that kind of unhappiness will lead to more comedy.
Exactly. You know, it sets me up for failure much like my mother did.
No.
Yes.
No, really?
Oh, yeah.
Why? What did she say? You'll never amount to anything?
All right, my book became a bestseller, in the Times, and I called her up to tell her, and she said, "Wow, who knew there were that many idiots out there?"
Wow,
she's good.
Yeah, that is good, actually.
She is good.
Yeah. Now you know what? Do you know what I was amazed at when we were talking earlier on? While something else was happening, that we lived in New York at the same time, and we didn't know each other.
Not only lived in New York at the same time, lived 4 blocks away from each other.
Yeah.
In the same years, and
I was the doorman at a nightclub that you went to.
Yeah, on the nights you weren't there.
Clearly. I was active in the world of mood modification in those days.
So many nights when I was there, I wasn't there.
That's a nice way to put it. I'm going to use that. Mood modification.
Mood modification.
Yeah, no, I certainly was involved in that.
Yes.
Yeah, so we may have even been talking to each other.
We might have actually done it.
Yeah.
Although I think I'd remember.
Well, I would have said, go home now.
Yeah. Say that again. Just say it again. It sparked some kind of sense memory. How are you? How's the touring? Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, it's great.
Wilshire Theatre in Los Angeles. You sure you want to do stand-up in LA? It's an industry crowd. I never do it here.
Oh, yes, you do.
No.
You do it here every day.
No, this isn't stand-up. This is just me, the CBS whore. I'm not there.
Yeah, no, but I come in and do it and then get out. You know, it's easier doing it in the theater than it is when you're kind of at the improv on those industry nights. You did that, those showcases.
Yeah, that's hard, isn't it?
That's horrible.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the crowd's like, screw Jose.
Yeah.
What kind of an accent is that? You know, that stuff.
Say that again.
That was close. That's
that was
close.
Way too close. Yeah. Now, what have you? You're out on tour. Do you have a bus or a plane? Or
I have a tour bus.
Really?
A lease a tour bus, which is why the price of gas went up. Because as soon as I got my hands on that tour bus, the whole thing.
But you leased it. You can give it back. Oh no, you can't. It's a long lease.
It's very long,
and it's very difficult to sell on the lease of a tour bus for a comedian.
No, it's good. You know, it beats flying. I can't go to airports anymore. There's going to be, you know, it's a lot better just to get around on a bus. I got a bed. I got Wi-Fi. I got everything I need there. I got a refrigerator.
You have a refrigerator on your bus?
Yes.
Oh well, pardon me, Mr. Swanky. Someone's forgotten the old neighborhood in New York.
I didn't have a refrigerator there.
I lived in something the size of a refrigerator.
I opened our oven once, and my friend was using it as a file drawer.
That's not your friend.
Yeah. And talk about mood modification.
Yes, I know. It's funny, though. I miss all of that, New York, those days. Remember the cocaine back then was non-addictive? Wasn't that beautiful? Yeah. They changed it, you know. They put something in it, apparently.
Something that
you want to avoid that, yeah.
And they charge extra.
Apparently, I wouldn't know anymore. Not that that had anything to do with it, but I just, you know.
Yeah, that's nice. That's
what, getting married?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
Once for about 12 minutes. Seriously?
Really?
Yeah.
I
was really
never knew you had been married.
Yeah. It was really it didn't work.
No. So you're not married now then? Well, that's nice. Are you dating anyone?
I'm dating.
Oh, that's nice.
But you know, this Valentine's Day thing is...
that's good. It's a good time to be dating.
No, Valentine's Day is the end of all... I don't do Valentine's Day. Yeah, don't give me that whiny thing. Yeah. I don't do Valentine's Day because it's... you know, you don't put the holiday of love in February. How nuts is that?
Well, I don't understand.
What do you mean you don't understand?
Well, I mean, I don't understand. Just what I said. I don't understand.
It's the height. It's first off, it's the ugliest month of the year. You know, especially for 90% of the country. Every day it's gray, rainy, gray. Every day you go, wow, this is the grayest day ever. And the next day you wake up and it's grayer. You say, how do you make something grayer? Yeah. Until you, by the end of the month, you're thinking, I want to slit my wrist to see color.
Yeah. It's so cold. It's so cold. People on TV are wearing hats.
I was hoping you'd bring that back. No, and then it's the height of flu season.
Yeah, well, you're right.
Yeah, really? Do you love me? I don't need it. Move it to like May or when it's nice out. You know?
But that really?
Yes.
But what about snuggling by the fire?
No.
All right.
It's 6 weeks after Christmas. You've already given them something. Look, let's do it again? No, you did it 6 weeks ago, and now it's a lot of pressure. This better be something I really like. This better be something I really like. And then you give it to them, and they go, oh, that's what you got me?
Think of me as your therapist.
Oh, that's even scarier than thinking of sleeping with you.
Now, why would you be afraid of sleeping with your therapist? I could help you in many areas. Are you in therapy? You should probably. You should
Oh,
probably
yeah.
be. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And does your therapist think there's any hope?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good
No,
news.
you know, that's why I keep going.
Yeah. I think I've noticed a pattern in my therapist's behaviour.
Yeah?
Well, every time we finish, I'm just crazy enough to have to come back again.
It's
Oh,
good.
hey, listen, we're out of time. Do you want to say to your dad?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to say my father's celebrating his 90... Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
91st birthday tomorrow. And I want to say happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mr. Black. Happy birthday. We'll be right back with Shirley Manson. There you go.
It's Michael Caine in Spain.
Do you know how to say, I don't want to have sex with you in Spanish? Neither do I, because I've never heard it.
That was Michael Caine in Spain.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. My next guest is someone from a country called Scotland. Please, you're bringing back a lot of painful memories. She's the lead singer of Garbage. She's in Terminator, the Sarah Connor calls. She's in Desperate Housewives. No, she's Terminator, Sarah Connor Chronicles. Fridays on Fox. Please welcome the lovely Shirley Manson, everybody.
Ferguson.
Shirley, how are you?
Guess what just happened to me backstage?
What Lewis Black hit on you?
No.
What?
I just saw Tom Selleck.
Yes.
Magnum PI.
Yes, that's right. He's on the show tomorrow night, but he always likes to get here early.
It was such an American experience. I couldn't believe it. It was so weird. I blushed in the corridor right back there. It was very uncool. But he sort of went, hey, and I went, hi, and I went bright red. It was so...
Does he? I haven't seen him yet. Is he sporting the moustache or no moustache?
He looks so cute. He looks almost exactly the same.
Yeah, well, he's Tom Selleck. You know,
He's Tom Selleck.
You know, he's not going to turn into someone else,
Why
is he?
couldn't you have had me on tomorrow night instead?
Well, that can be arranged, madam.
Then it could be me and Tom.
Well, I'm sure we can. If you want to come back tomorrow night, you could come back tomorrow night.
I feel like I've overstayed my welcome already.
No.
Yes, I got a card from you. In fact, like when you come to chat shows, you get cards from the hosts, and usually it's just sort of like welcome, you know, Dave, or.
Joe, you're lucky. I never get any cards from Dave.
But Craig's one was you again. I love you for that, though.
Thank you very much indeed. I was trying to remain informal because you're Scottish, of course. Are you still Scottish?
And you?
I've become an American.
I know that.
I have. I've got the...
We talked about this last time. Let's not repeat ourselves.
Well, why not? I do it every night in the monologue. Come on! You ever seen this show?
I have.
Same old crap again and again and again.
I
Do we have a picture of Paul McCartney? There it is, yeah. All the time. Do you know why I do that?
What? Do what?
Well, every time I show this picture of Paul McCartney, of Angela Lansbury, whenever I say Paul McCartney.
I don't know why.
Well, here's the reason why. About a year into doing this show, we got a very bad review in the Los Angeles Times. And it said... They showed a picture over and over again of Angela Lansbury and said it was Paul McCartney. And they keep showing this picture with no apparent irony. So I showed that picture every single night for a year afterwards. A year.
Yes. I admire that.
That's true.
However, Did you see Paul McCartney when you were at the Grammys?
I did.
And did you have to apologise to him?
No. I very manfully disappeared.
You're very cheeky.
You
were the cheekiest thing on the show.
Well, it's the Grammys. Who else is going to be cheeky?
Well,
the
exactly.
Jonas Brothers? Come on.
I felt a national pride when I heard you stand up, and I was thinking, oh my God, what's he about to say? And there was a moment where a Scottish head reared up, and I felt very proud.
Well, thank you very much indeed. I feel that those 10 seconds I spent on stage weren't wasted.
Yeah,
then.
well, everyone was very tense.
It was very tense, isn't it? It's very tense. Well, they all think, were you up for a Grammy? Did you get one?
Not this time.
Oh, okay. But
Not this year.
You've got Grammys, though?
No, I never got any Grammys. Really? I had to sit there for a few years in a row, and you think, well, there's that moment when you think, well, why not me? You know, why not us? And then it never is. And then you go home and you're really pissed off.
Yeah, I remember I went to the Emmys once. I was in the same category as Barry Manilow, and he won. And my mum was sitting next to me, and she went, oh, yeah.
My mum loved Barry Manilow.
My mum loved Barry Manilow. What can I tell you?
All the mums in Scotland love Barry Manilow.
They love Barry Manilow. Do you know why? Because Barry never disappointed them.
Hey!
That's true.
It's
true. Have you been back over to Scotland recently?
I have been in Scotland recently.
And how was it?
It was...
Raining. Yeah.
It was a little bleak. I think actually you were over at the same time as me.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, we were over.
That's nice. Wasn't it nice of you to get in touch?
Yeah. Back at you.
Yeah, okay, all right. Well, you're more Edinburgh than me, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely more Edinburgh than me.
Yeah, all right. Look, we better explain. There are 2 towns in Glasgow of any importance. One is called Glasgow.
I feel like we're repeating ourselves again, but the secret of comedy is
repetition. Do we have a picture of Paul McCartney?
Yeah.
No.
Yay!
No, what were you going to say?
I wasn't going to say anything. I was hoping you were going to be funny so that I could just...
You'll have to get here tomorrow night. I'm always funny when Tom Selleck is here.
Talking of which, I have a mild bone to pick with you, which was, I was told before I came to this show that you did the magic show and you cut somebody in half, and I was so gutted that you didn't ask for me to be the person you cut in half.
Well, I thought you'd be offended.
It's my dream.
Well, do we still have that cutting in half box lying around? Oh, well, I'm sorry.
Please do it to me next time.
Yeah, I will, yeah. Hang on. Hang on.
No!
Let me close my eyes and just say that again, right? It just sparked a memory.
No, but I heard you did do it. You cut a woman in half.
I did. I cut Kristen Bell in half.
I hate that you know the secret and I don't.
I do know the secret. I could cut you in half right now and you wouldn't even know.
So jealous.
I know. I have special magic powers, and you know why I've got them? Because I'm an American. I know. Hey, do you have any tattoos?
None.
Oh, really?
Pure as the driven snow.
I'm thinking of getting another tattoo.
Oh, and?
I just wondered if you want to come. Maybe get a tattoo with me.
No, thanks.
Oh, come on.
No.
Why not?
No, thank you.
Why?
No, really, no, thank you.
You get a tattoo with me and then I'll cut you in half.
Is Tom Selleck coming?
Yeah.
Okay, you're in.
So me, you and Tom Selleck will go for a tattoo.
It's a deal.
All right. Well, you'll have to wait, though, because he's not here until tomorrow night.
I can wait.
All right. Well, a lot of women would wait for Tom Selleck. Do you have a thing about Tom Selleck, or do you just like big men with moustaches?
I like big men with moustaches.
Really?
No, but I just fell in love with him back in the day.
Right. You like the Magnum PI. I like the Hawaiian shirts.
I've never heard of them.
Oh, you're so funny. You should be on the television.
I'm actually embarrassed I said that. I blushed.
No, oh, really?
I blushed at that.
Is that the kind of Tom Selleck blush that you
No,
blush?
that's just a really, oh my God, I've just made a fool of myself on national TV blush.
Oh, but this is the place
But
to
you're
do
used
it.
to that.
Yes, I do it here every night. Yeah, absolutely.
Nonsense.
No, are you crying?
Yeah, no, I've made myself I've laughed at my own badness of my own joke.
That's exactly my technique.
True. Oh my God.
You have
terrible.
found the way. You have
I
found
found
the
the way?
secret. Yes. Now you are ready to
be cut in half.
Yes, exactly. Do you think it's a thing for women that women that perform, they like the idea of being cut in half by a magician? Because every woman I've talked to who knows that I cut Kristen in half is very jealous that I cut her in half.
Yeah, I don't know where that comes from, genuinely. But
No, I don't either.
There is
It was
definitely
news to me.
fascination.
Yeah.
I think it comes from all the shows when we were young, where you'd watch the girl would come out, she would look really ghostly, and she'd always be really beautiful, and then she'd lie flat, and then she'd be cut in half, and there was always this like moment of like almost like a princess moment, Sleeping Beauty moment.
Where
We all
did
want to
you
see Sleeping Beauty.
Where did you see this?
Well, I'm sure I saw it in Bruce Forsyth's Generation Game.
Yeah. That was a big show, wasn't it? Bruce Forsyth's
It's really
Generation
hard to say,
Game.
isn't it?
It's not as hard to say as the Sarah Connor
Chronicles.
Yeah, that's pretty hard. Are you having a nice time on that?
I am. Although when I saw the clip of you as Michael Caine, I thought, he's got the chops. He should come on the show.
That wasn't me, that was Michael Caine. He was in Spain.
No, it's outrageous. It's really funny and fantastic. And killing people for a living is unbelievably good fun. I mean, who doesn't want to walk down a corridor like this, like stomping down the corridor and then take your blades and go and get rid of people who annoy you? It's fantastic.
You're right, I can't argue with it.
Yeah.
It's lovely to see you. Shirley Manson, everybody.
Thank you.
What did we learn on the show tonight, Chris?
It hurts my hand every time I do that now. So, what did we learn on the show? We learned, actually, that Lewis Black and I used to live a couple of blocks from each other in New York in the 1980s, and may well have done it. Well, we also learned that I have an enormous head. Look at that. Exactly, this is a human-sized hat. I'm not actually putting in a box or anything. There's just a tiny little guy back there, and I just put that right back on his head. There you are, off you go, back to your own people. The rest of the Jonas Brothers, off you go. I enjoyed the show tonight. I don't know about you, I had a good time. I like this job, and I'll tell you why. Because it's easy. Although, I just noticed I stepped on something. Look! Look at my shoe! Oh, no! What? Oh, yeah, it's chocolate. Why don't I taste it and find out? Yeah, I know what it is. I know what it is. Well, Lewis Black's got one of them little lap dogs, you know, and he doesn't. I know we're out of time. Do I look like I care? No, I enjoyed the show tonight. I thought I'd hang around a little bit extra. What? You get anything in the refrigerator or something that we could have? Ecstasy? Okay. I'll try it. I'm not advocating that. For legal reasons. Moral reasons too. Oh, well, let's not get into this. Look, we gotta go. But, and let me say this longer and longer to drive him crazier and crazier. Go on, get a shot of him as well. Go on. He loves that. There you go. It's your favourite thing, isn't it? Right, we gotta go then. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Good night.